guys, thank you for joining me today for Woman Crush Wednesday. Because it's Black History Month, I've decided to focus today's Woman Crush Wednesday on a really prominent, successful Black woman who is a role model for many of us. So today's Woman Crush Wednesday is Michelle Obama. Most of us here in the UK first heard about Michelle during her husband's campaign to become the President of the United States. She seemed the perfect candidate to be the succeeding First Lady to Laura Bush and the glamorous, supportive wife to Barack Obama, who is the 44th President of the United States. But wow, she is so much more than that. Michelle Obama is a wife, a mother, an American lawyer, university administrator, published author, activist, and all-round strong, beautiful woman. She's danced, she's potato sack raced, and she's hugged her way into our hearts. She's almost as normal as she is extraordinary. For me personally, when I first started seeing Michelle Obama in the media, I was quite simply excited to see the progression in America, that the US, and hopefully in turn the UK, would be in a position of racial equality, that maybe things had changed and the world would welcome the first African American president and First Lady. Whilst I knew that wasn't a quick fix, nor a magic potion to end racism, it was such a positive moment in history for the Western world. I mean, it didn't last long. Barack and Michelle Obama were succeeded by Donald and Melania Trump with all this MAGA BS, but that is a whole other show. As First Lady, Michelle Obama served as a role model for women and worked as an advocate for poverty awareness, education, nutrition, physical activity and healthy eating. She has also been an activist for LGBT rights, homelessness and women's rights, as well as supporting military families. She supported American designers and was considered a complete fashion icon. I mean, have you even seen her? Her sense of style is feminine and beautiful, but she has this aura of badass that exudes intelligence, courage and strength. Michelle was raised in South Chicago, Illinois, and was a graduate of Princeton University and Harvard Law School. And it was in her early legal career she worked at a law firm called Sidley Austin. It was there that she met Barack Obama. She later worked in non-profits and as the Associate Dean of Student Services at the University of Chicago and was the Vice President for Community and External Affairs of the University of Chicago Medical Center. Michelle Obama was born Michelle LaVaughn Robinson on January 17, 1964 in Chicago, Illinois, to Fraser Robinson III, a city water plant employee and Democratic precinct captain, and Marion Shields Robinson, a secretary at Spiegel's catalog store. Now, Michelle actually descends from a family born into slavery in South Carolina. Her paternal great-great-grandfather, Jim Robinson, was born into slavery but became a freedman at age 15. Something that I find particularly interesting is that among her maternal ancestors was her great-great-great-grandmother, Malvinia Shields, who was born into slavery in South Carolina but was sold to Henry Wall Shields. Malvinia's first son, Dolphus T. Shields, was born biracial and into slavery about 1860. In 2012, researchers said his father was actually likely to be 20-year-old Charles Marion Shields, who was the son of Malvinia's master. It seems they may have had a continuing relationship as she actually went on to have another 2 mixed-race children, and she lived near Shields after her emancipation, also taking his surname. Personally, I find it completely compelling that Michelle's family have faced such adversity, yet here she is today shining and leading. Michelle's childhood home was, as described by her, a conventional home, with the mother at home, the father working, you have dinner around the table type family. She grew up with her older brother Craig and her parents in a 1-bedroom apartment. Such humble roots for a humble but super successful woman. By 6th grade, Michelle had joined a gifted class at school. She later attended Whitney Young High School, a selective enrollment school, where she was a classmate of Jesse Jackson's daughter, Santita, who went on to perform at her wedding to Barack. At this time, Michelle was actually fearful of how others would perceive her, but she ignored any negativity around her and used it to fuel her and keep her going. She recalled facing sexism growing up, saying, for example, that rather than asking for her opinion on a given subject, people would normally ask what her older brother thought. I hope those people ate those words. She was on the honour roll for 4 years, took advanced placement classes, was a member of the National Honor Society and served as a student council treasurer. She was inspired to follow her brother to Princeton University. She studied sociology and African American studies, graduating in 1985. Michelle recalls that some of her teachers in high school actually tried to dissuade her from applying and that she had been warned against setting her sights too high. She believed that her brother's status as an alumnus may have helped her during the admission process, but she was adamant to demonstrate her own worth. It's actually shocking that the mother of a white roommate reportedly tried, although unsuccessfully, to get her daughter reassigned because of Michelle's race. Michelle said that being at Princeton was the first time she actually became aware of her ethnicity, and despite the willingness of her classmates and teachers to reach out to her, she still felt like a visitor on campus. There were also issues of economic class. She remembers being shocked, she said, by college students who drove BMWs. She stated that she didn't actually even know any parents who drove BMWs. Michelle then pursued her professional study, graduating with a degree from Harvard Law School in 1988. But by this point, she had grown in confidence and felt like she had actually earned her place. She is the third First Lady with a postgraduate degree after her two immediate predecessors. I just love how Michelle believes that knowledge is power and that her education gave her opportunities beyond what she ever had imagined. Michelle married Barack in 1992 and they have two beautiful, intelligent daughters, Malia and Natasha, also known as Sasha. The story of how she and Barack met is just so cute. She was assigned Barack's mentor when he came to her Chicago firm for a summer job. She actually declined his first invitation to go out on a date, saying it would be inappropriate, but finally gave in and they went to the movies to see Spike Lee's movie, Do the Right Thing. Now, her father and brother had always said you can tell a lot about someone's character by the way they play on the court. So before agreeing to a date, she asked her brother to take Barack out on the basketball court. And I literally love how protective Craig seemed to be of his younger sister. Barack proposed at a Chicago restaurant and the ring arrived on a tray with the dessert. And their first dance at their wedding was to Unforgettable by Nat King Cole. Both Michelle and Barack have spoken openly about the difficulties of married life and how they had to work to maintain their relationship. And I'm so glad they did, because look at what they've achieved together. And the way he looks at her is just so lovely. To this day, you can see they're completely smitten with each other. We all know Michelle as the sleek, elegant, well put together woman that she is. In May 2006, Essence listed her among 25 of the world's most inspiring women. In July 2008, she made a reappearance on the Vanity Fair International Best Dressed list. She also appeared on the 2008 People list of Best Dressed Women and was praised by the magazine for her classic and confident look. In September 2017, she was actually listed as 58th of the Harvard 100, a list of the prior year's most influential Harvard alumni. What I love about Michelle is that she is so outwardly successful but still kind. She has such power but appears human and doesn't take herself too seriously. Even through all the difficulties and adversities she's faced, she is still a role model. So thank you, Michelle Obama, for being such an inspiration for women all over the world. So that was this week's Woman Crush Wednesday. Hope you enjoyed hearing all about Michelle Obama. Is there anyone that you'd like to see featured? If so, drop me a comment below and I'll see what I can do. Thank you for watching, and remember, like, share and subscribe, guys. Peace out.